there's politics everywhere.
Politics. It's taking
PDP,
shape.
APC, Labour Party, ABGA Party. Do you have a preferred candidate?
For now, I don't have any preferred candidate. At least
But it must belong to a particular party.
I'm yet to recover from the shock, so let me just leave it for now like this.
Okay, so let's go back to today's headline. And today's headline guideline. Why I choose Okowa over Wike despite party nod? That is Atiku. Atiku yesterday. Atiku chose his running mate yesterday. The Punch. Let's go to the Punch. The Punch news says why Wike's camp forms want PDP as Atiku pick Okowa running mate. Wike's camp forms films want PDP as Atiku pick Okowa running mate.
There's a problem.
That's a problem. I think that's a problem in Rivers. That's a problem in Rivers. And Abuja Q. Buhari approved freight rates increase for fuel transporters. Abuja Q. Buhari approved freight rates increase for fuel transporters. Federal government plans 17 airport concession to unbundle aviation regulation. That can be get on page 21. Police has failed Nigerians, Akeredolu declares. Police have failed Nigerians, Akeredolu declares. Let's go to Daily Trust. How Okowa emerged as Atiku running mate. How Okowa emerged as Atiku's running mate. How Okowa emerged as Atiku's running mate. Federal government raised petroleum transporters rates above 25 naira per kilometer. Federal government raised petroleum transporters rate above 25 naira per kilometer. Commotion at APC headquarters as protesters threaten Adamu. Commotion at APC headquarters as protesters threaten Adamu. That is APC national chairman.
That's problem.
PDP funding fathers not comfortable with Rivers governor. PDP funding fathers not comfortable with Rivers governor. Picking Delta governor a difficult decision. PDP candidate. That's Atiku in his speech. Buhari vow clamp down on those profiting from insecurity. Buhari vow clamp down on those profiting from insecurity. We'll come back to this. Let's go back to this day. In this day, PDP governors, others hailed as Atiku names Okowa running mates. PDP governors, others hailed as Atiku name Okowa running mates. Buhari, we must develop cyber warfare to protect critical national assets. I think that's overdue. That's long overdue. Let's go to Daily Sun. We'll come back to all of them. Let's go back to Daily Sun. Presidency. Southeast governors, politicians failed in Igbo. Ohaneze. This is very interesting. Presidency. Southeast governors, politicians failed in Igbo. That is a sign. That's a warning.
Yeah.
President approved new freight rate for petroleum. We've seen it on the headlines. President approved new freight rate for petroleum transporters. Why are Peak Delta governor PDP candidates? Factors that worked against Wike. APC continues search for Tinubu's running mate. I guess who that will be. Or Akeredolu won against a section violent attack. We've seen that in different headlines.
Yes.
2023 don't set Nigerian on fire. That's from military. DHQ wants police and protesters, supporters. Let me just ask you, what's your stake about the Okowa?
Well, whatever is my own stake is personal. We should take it from the viewpoint of what
the general public.
The general public said, and from what the presidential candidate himself said. That he took a very difficult decision. They arrived at a difficult decision to pick Okowa, of which he said, look, Okowa has all the qualities, the presidential qualities. And he said that, look, he wants a running mate, a vice, that if he's not around, the vice should be able to create the platform to unite Nigerians. And he said he narrowed it to Okowa. Well, left for me, if you look at Okowa very well, Okowa has been a complete gentleman, quite distinct from Wike, which he was rumored to be favored for the running mate too. But Atiku now said, look, while searching for a running mate, I discovered that Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has different qualities from other aspirants, other people that are aspiring to become my running mate, of which he said so. And if you look at it very well, based on our own view, you observe that Nyesu Wike, he's not someone that is not a kind of a calculative, calm someone. Everyone keeps saying it. There are viral videos of him making some utterances that doesn't befit a governor. You understand? So when you are talking about Rivers, is just a miniature, a small collection of Nigeria. By the time he move over to the presidency requires someone with a kind of a quality whereby you don't, because you see something, you don't go out and say, doctor, I'm sorry to use this word, doctor, you're stupid. You understand? So when you use that kind of word, you understand? We have seen him several times on the viral videos of him whereby he made uncomplimentary remarks, including that of saying he wouldn't take a vice presidency, that he won't take the vice president. He said it categorically. He was saying it. Some people are rumored that, look, probably the governor is having under influence of something. You understand? These are just rumors. But I believe PDP and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar themselves, they must have studied some certain things in Okowa, which Governor Wike doesn't have. That is why they arrived at that.
Do you think to win Southeast with the pressure that Okowa is more better than Wike?
The fact is that whether we like it or not, we have
the South. The whole of the South.
We have. There is no. You are concentrating on PDP, APC. Look beyond APC and PDP this time around. You have Peter Obi, who is being, if you look at the energy being deployed over the collection of PVC now, everything is about Peter Obi. Whether we like it or not, we are going to see a force, a strong force from this entire South. Now, people don't give consideration to, everybody is looking at APC, PDP, but this time around there's a different thing. It's going to be a different, 2023 is going to be full of surprises. Whether we like it or not, Peter Obi is going to be a factor in the entire South. If it's not going to be in the entire South, at least we should look at it from the South and Southeast. You understand? Already, Organizing Igbo said, look, politicians have let us down, which is true. PDP has a zoning arrangement. If APC doesn't have, PDP, they have. But PDP decided to jettison that, to say, okay, look, if you observe very well, Obasanjo was in power from 1999 to 2007. Obasanjo is coming from Southwest. Then we have Yaradua. Then we have Jonathan. Yaradua and Jonathan, this South and Northwest. The entire Southeast is being left out of this. Instead of PDP to now say, look, let's zone this to Southeast. They refuse to do that. And if you observe very well, the entire Southeast, apart from when the circumstances that led to Hope Uzodinma and the defection of Dave Umehi, the main hub of political activity in terms of PDP is in Southeast. But they decide to jettison that. It's a complete disappointment. If you look at it very well, massively, we know quite okay. You don't need a naysayer. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you that, look, the entire Southeast is going all out for Obi. You don't need anybody to tell you about that. You understand?
So do you really now think that that picking Okowa is a favorable candidate for PDP to unseat the incumbent government, APC?
APC, it's a difficult task. It's difficult. If that is my own view, that is my belief. It's going to be a difficult task.
Just hold on. For our viewers that are watching, we want to have your comment and opinion. We are trying to narrow down the candidacy of the PDP and APC running mate, and let's have your comment sections. Who you prefer, who is qualified, and who you think that is the right candidate. If if the PDP has made the right choice, let's have it in the comment section, and let's await APC. Well, we await APC to make their pronouncement today or tomorrow before the INEC deadline.
You see, Doctor, there's something I observed with APC. APC
What's that?
It's a disappointment. This is a ruling party. A ruling party is supposed to set the pace, but as it is now, starting from their convention, do you remember that they shifted their convention? Instead of them to hold their convention and set the standard for other parties to follow, they are now like holding back. Now, PDP has gone ahead to pick their running mate. Up to now, APC is like mesh in a quagmire whereby they cannot come out of it. Till now, they are still speculating that, look, Muslim ticket, that is, if they should decide, though quite okay, it's entirely their decision to say, okay, as a party, it's their decision to pick whoever they want, but they should also put into consideration our Nigeria diversity. You understand? A situation whereby for almost a week now we have been having viral videos of preachers in North, Muslim preachers coming out to say, look, if Tinubu should pick a Christian, a Northern Christian as a running mate, they are not going to vote for him. It shows a very serious problem. That problem will not manifest today, but that problem will manifest in the future. It means that politicians, they shouldn't do what pleases them. They should look beyond that. They should look at our characteristics as a nation. If you decide to say, okay, you pick a Muslim ticket because Abiola did that in 1993 and succeeded, and today in 2022, 2023, you will repeat the same.
Everything have changed.
Everything has changed. And apart from that, again, there are several.
Nigeria was more united then than now.
They are more united then than now, and a lot of things have gone wrong now. Take for instance, you mentioned about our attack, whereby you try to like give some other narratives to it. You discover that today now there is a kind of a polarization between Muslim Christians. The only place you cannot see that openly is probably in Abuja here, or you go to the south. But when you come up north here, you go to Kaduna. In Kaduna now, there are some areas that if you are a Muslim, you don't stay there. If you are a Christian, you don't stay there. Likewise, in Jos, the same thing, it's obtainable. And we have seen a ruling party coming out to say, look, further divide Nigerians, which is not appropriate. It's not appropriate. I know quite okay, it's their right to say they pick whoever they want because they want to win.
Though APC have not made their choice yet. Just wait until they make their choice.
Speculation.
It's a speculation, so
but
it's not it's not a fact.
If you allow,
so it's a speculation, it's not a fact, and they have not made their choice yet.
If the outcry doesn't go like this, if you allow them, they will do it based on the rumors. I'm telling you. You understand? If you allow politicians to say, okay, they should decide until they decide, then it will become, when they decide to do it, it will become, is it medicine after death, where the street language that we used to say in Nigeria here, they will say medicine after death. Then they will say okay, Muslim, then at the end they will say, okay, we'll divide it, give a Christian the Senate president, speaker, and those ones doesn't matter. What matters is that presidency. You know it, that presidency is so powerful. Once any religion is not represented, you know there is a problem. Right now we are dealing with PDP is dealing with the issue of Southeast being shortchanged, and then you are having APC trying to repeat the same thing. That is not what we want in 2023. We want a situation whereby Nigerians, you should be more united, not divided.
So let's look at insecurity.
Yeah.
So the Akeredolu said that Nigeria
Police
security generally, whether it's police or army or soldier, whatever, so Nigerian security architecture police architecture has failed Nigerians.
Yeah.
Like that's how will you say that?
Well,
as a governor who's in charge of the police,
it's like you have not been following Governor Akeredolu very well. If you follow Governor Akeredolu very well, he's a lawyer, not just a lawyer. He was former NBA chairman, national president of NBA. Apart from that, he's a senior advocate of Nigeria. He made that remark at the conference of Attorney General of the states, whereby Attorney General of the Federation himself was there. You know, Where is he coming from? Apart from the our attack, Governor Akeredolu has been someone that has been championing restructuring for a very long time. Don't forget that he came up with the idea of Amoteku. Amoteku came like, instead of having state police, whereby the federal government frowned against it, Amoteku now was not like established, a kind of to give the Southwest that sense of belonging in terms of protection within their domain. That is where Akeredolu is coming from. He said they suggested whereby have a state police. Federal government say no, say it's against the constitution. Now our attack happened. It didn't happen only once. It has been reoccurring. It has become an incessant attack, whereby he now said that look, it will come to a time whereby Nigerians will be forced to carry arms for self-defense, and we are getting closer by. Whereby he said, look, time is running out. We should have state police. Instead of allowing Nigerians to carry arms, he said,